Developers using AI coding assistants are shipping code faster than ever, completing tasks in minutes that used to take hours. But zoom out to the organizational level, and that raw speed is creating a massive mess. Beneath the surface, API keys end up scattered across local files and Slack threads. Engineering leaders have zero visibility into how many AI tokens their teams are actually consuming, and sensitive customer data is flowing out to third-party models completely unmonitored. Then there is the financial risk of vendor lock-in. When the provider Builder.ai collapsed, companies were stranded, facing an average of $315,000 in migration costs per project just to move their data elsewhere. Without the right infrastructure in place to manage it, the speed of AI coding stops being a competitive advantage and becomes a liability for both enterprise security and budgets. The engineering team at DigiEx has spent over 15 years building production software for enterprises across the globe. When they started adopting AI coding tools internally, they ran into these exact roadblocks. They needed a secure way to manage access and track costs across dozens of live client projects. The solutions on the market were built entirely for platform managers. They offered centralized governance, but they forced developers out of their terminals to use clunky web dashboards, breaking their focus and creating constant friction. Successful AI adoption requires a tool that respects the developer's native coding environment while giving the organization the visibility it needs. This interface is vCodeX. It's an enterprise AI gateway that lives exactly where developers actually work, right in the terminal. Instead of starting from scratch every time you open a window, vCodeX uses persistent memory. It automatically retains project history, open tasks, and context across different coding sessions, so the AI never loses the thread. It also maps the entire code base using a feature called Code Graph RAG. By building a structural knowledge graph of the project, the AI understands exactly how different functions and files relate to one another. By keeping developers in their native environment with full historical context, productivity remains uninterrupted, while the necessary enterprise governance happens invisibly in the background. When a developer submits a prompt, it flows directly into a central hub. Auto mode routing instantly evaluates the specific complexity of each individual request. Simple tasks route to economical models, while complex architectural questions divert to the most powerful models available. Because teams no longer waste premium tokens on basic queries, this automatic matching process cuts total AI spending by 40 to 60%. Intelligent routing takes unpredictable AI costs and transforms them into a highly optimized, predictable budget. Pulling back from the terminal, engineering leaders get a completely different view through a centralized, multi-tenant dashboard. Here, silent security guardrails protect the organization. The system automatically detects and blocks personally identifiable information from leaving the network, while enforcing strict team-specific budget caps. The dashboard also acts as a unified proxy. Because vCodeX connects to all major AI providers through a single gateway, organizations are never tied to one specific vendor. Switching between major AI providers is a simple configuration change. You just detach from one provider and connect to another, avoiding massive migration costs. Treating AI models as interchangeable utilities removes the risk of a single provider failure and allows the organization's infrastructure to evolve as the market changes. Engineering teams use the system daily to build and maintain live products, validating the platform through thousands of real-world production hours.